What's going on, guys? It's HawkWX, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a luxury cliff house that I built in Minecraft. If you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Now let's get into the video. Alright, guys, here is the mountain that I decided to build this luxury cliff house inside of. Or onto the side of, I guess. And also, guys, I wanted to do this originally as a video that I would do like a tutorial of how to build like a luxury cliff house, but this build ended up taking 4 hours to build, so I didn't think it would make sense to make that a tutorial unless you guys would want to sit through a 4-hour long tutorial. So instead, I figured that I would just kind of show you guys the process that I went through building this whole entire thing, and you guys can kind of just use the idea of what I build to build something similar or the same exact thing. This is actually a pretty simple build. It just took a long time because mainly building it into the mountain. Here, I'm just trying to build how big I want it to be, kind of making not the outline. The outline is obviously I have to dig into the mountain to build the whole outline. But right here, I'm just trying to figure out how long I want this to be. There was all kinds of things that I was trying to figure out how to make this like a luxury cliff house without like overdoing it and without underdoing it. I originally wanted to have a pool on top, and I do kind of involve a pool in some way at the end. But it's nothing crazy. I originally wanted to like put a pool on top of the house, but when you put a pool directly, or just when you put water directly on top of a build, it leaks through the roof. And that just was not something, I didn't want a leaky roof on my luxury cliff house. I don't think it would any longer be a luxury house if you have a leaky roof. So I didn't end up going with that. But yeah, that is kind of like the outline. But I honestly do think, guys, by the end of this video, I think this does pass as a luxury cliffside house. And it's doable in survival. It would take a lot of time in survival. Obviously, getting a bunch of quartz blocks and, well, there's a lot of things that I will wait for you to see in the video that would just be kind of difficult to do in survival, but it's definitely still doable in survival. Honestly, guys, at this point, I'm just going to skip to whenever I have this whole entire frame done, or at least the outside part done, because I think I do the outside and then I think I cut out the cliff, where I want it to be built inside of the cliff. Okay, so right here, this is pretty much the finished outside outline. I hope that I actually look at this. I think I just started digging, but you can kind of see right here. You can kind of see the outline. Okay, I am actually kind of looking at it, but I wanted to make something that looked like luxurious, I guess. At this point, guys, I'm just gonna skip to when I have the whole entire cliff dug out, like where I wanted to build the house inside the cliff. Okay, so right here, I think I was finishing up, I was finishing up what I dug out of the cliff, and that is basically the whole outline for what will be this luxury house. I really liked it. I was pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it blends in with the mountain well, like, and not camouflage. I mean, like, I think it builds, I guess blends in with the mountain well, I guess. I just didn't want it to get, I just didn't want a super bulky looking build, and I also just didn't want a really small build either. And I think this was just a really good size start for an outline. Okay, and then this is the part where I tried to I wanted to make it look like it was supported and not just hanging out of the mountain. So to do that, I just placed a bunch of stairs and tried to make it look like it was being supported and held up by some sort of foundation. So honestly, guys, I'll just skip to whenever I have this whole entire foundation built. Alright, guys, so right here, I was finishing up what is the support system for the house, and I think I go out and look at it here to show you guys what it looks like blended in kind of with the mountain. Or to make it look like it's not just sticking out of the mountain, I should say. Alright, here we go. That is what I went with for the support system. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's pretty solid. It's not too bulky again. I think I did a good job of making it not look like just too big of a support system, like too stupid looking. And then I started to try to figure out how I wanted to do my original thought, like I said at the beginning. I wanted to figure out how I could get a pool on top of the house. And I actually end up going with glass on the roof to try to make it look, okay, so I don't even know what I'm doing here. I don't even remember doing this, honestly. But I'll just show you guys. I tried to make like a glass, I'm just gonna skip to it right now. All right, I found it. So right here, I was trying to build what would be where the pool would go. I thought it'd be really cool to have like a balcony type rooftop pool thing where you can kind of see like the whole landscape and all that, and it would have looked pretty cool. Honestly, I was pretty happy with how it looked, but then when I went inside the house and saw water leaking through the roof, I wasn't very happy with that. What is it that they say? The pool got scrapped, I think is what they say. That idea, I got rid of it. And instead, I kind of just ended up making the roof into a balcony still, but then instead of having the whole thing be a pool, I tried to build some type of pool type, I guess hot tub type thing by the end of the pool. and I changed it from glass into actual fence because the glass you can just like straight up jump over, and you would, if you were to make this your Minecraft survival world and accidentally climbed over the glass, it would be the last thing you do in your survival world. So I decided to change it to actual fence. Okay, and then right here, I was building the frame for what I thought could be like a second floor. I was like, oh, maybe I could do a second floor and then put a pool on top of that, so then it doesn't leak through like the main building. But then I was like, I don't know. I just thought that the second floor idea that I had just made it look too bulky. I just thought it looked kind of goofy, so I didn't keep it. Okay, so it looks like I got rid of what was gonna be the second floor, and then I placed all the water for the pool. And yeah, there's the leaky roof. You can literally see it right here. I just didn't want to have that. I thought it would look terrible, and I just had to get rid of it. But anyway, let's go to something else now. All right, guys, this right here is what I went with. This was like the fully done balcony and windows on the build. I thought this looked pretty cool. I was happy with this, and this is what I went with. And then that is when I started doing kind of all the things that made this a luxury house. So right here, guys, I was starting to dig up what would be just ladders. Just literally, it was gonna be ladders that go up, but my idea was, and you'll see it as the video goes on, I make a ladder that goes up, and then I wanted to have piston doors that open up to go out to the balcony. So it looks like a secret door going out of the balcony, like built into the cliffside. I thought that would be cool. So that's what I ended up doing here. And guys, I am not a professional at all when it comes to redstone. I literally have the bulkiest redstone builds you've ever seen in your life. But I made the piston door still like really small, but it's just the way that I place my redstone. I know for a fact, I've seen mumbo jumbo videos. I'm not doing it right, but it works. So it is what it is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alright guys, so this was the tunnel where I end up building the piston door that's blended into the mountain to make it look like there is a secret door. Like, how do you get out onto the balcony? Nobody knows besides the owner of the house, like that type of thing. And you guys aren't gonna wanna sit through my redstone masterclass here, so I will do you guys a favor and just skip to when the piston door is done. I mean, guys, I'm skipping through right now looking at how I did my redstone, and it's just bad. I just know it's bad, and I don't want you guys to see it. Okay, guys, I think I found the finished redstone product, or it's close to it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, look at that. The door works. It works. Very, very cool. And I had a lever outside too. I wanted to make it so you could like go in and out and close it when you're done. I didn't want to, yeah, like how does that work? You can see me literally trying to do it there. I was trying to close it from the inside, and then I was like, oh, well, I wouldn't be able to get back inside. So then I ended up placing a lever on the outside to make it work from the outside too. Okay, so I put the lever outside. Is that really where I kept the lever? Did I really keep it on the surface like that? Like one, not even a block off the ground? Well, I mean, it works. The door worked. Very, very cool. Absolute redstone masterclass for me there. I was actually really happy with that though, that redstone door, or that piston door. I thought it was cool. Yeah, see, like look at it. You can't tell that there's a door there. Like you really can't. Like if you didn't know, like, okay, so the lever, okay, the lever is kind of a giveaway, but you wouldn't like looking at just the cliff, you can't really tell that that is a door. Like obviously it's dirt blocks. It just looks like it's the mountain, which is what we wanted. And then all I did after that, guys, was I finished up the ladder and whatnot. But yeah, this was where I was trying to build a secret room. You used to be able to just place paintings on like the corner of a block and they would cover up. They were just random. I swear all you used to have to do, or maybe you had to place signs. Is that what it was? Yeah, I'm an idiot. I remember it now. You had to place signs. I thought that you could just place a painting over like on the corner of a block and it would cover up a whole entire opening. So what I ended up doing, now that I remember you can use signs, which is what you're supposed to use, what I ended up using was doors. I used doors eventually. After putting down about 700 different paintings, I figured out I can just use the doors and place a painting over it, and it looked pretty good. What I did was, I tried to make it like look like a living room TV, and then you walk through it, and it takes you into our secret little room. And I'll skip to when that secret little room is finished. Not to when the TV is finished. I first do the secret room, and then I build it into a TV eventually. All right, guys, so this was like the prototype. This was the first, I didn't think originally that I was gonna make this a TV. I thought it would just be a hidden room. So that's why it just looked like this at first. But yeah, I decided to make a hidden enchantment room. And also, guys, can we just talk about the Minecraft paintings? Have you ever honestly just sat down, like looked at the paintings and been like, what? They're borderline scary. That guy is fighting a giant finger. All right, yeah, this is like the little finished bedroom. I decided to go with black glass in there. I don't know. I just thought it added some contrast. So yeah, that was what I went with. And this was the bedroom. And I was struggling to figure out where I want to put the door. But anyway, that was the little bedroom. Hopefully I go in there and look at it. You know, that would be cool. You know, show you guys what I built. All right, guys, so this is the point where I tried to turn the little secret room with the painting into what is supposed to look like a TV. So I have a little couch built right behind me. You can't see, it's just like the typical wooden stairs thing that you do to make it look like a couch. And I was trying to figure out how I was gonna make this look like a TV. And I just kind of went with like a classic TV design in Minecraft. I tried to make it look less bulky. I didn't stick with the cobblestone, guys. I changed it. But I don't know. I wouldn't say that it was the greatest TV ever, but it worked. It got the point across. You could tell it's supposed to be a TV. And yeah, honestly, guys, I'm just gonna go to when I have the TV done. All right, guys, so right here, the TV is done, and I'm just now placing pistons for a table in front of the TV. And look at that. I think you can tell it's supposed to be a TV. You can tell it's supposed to be like a little living room type area. And then I just place a flower pot and I believe candles for some decoration. Okay, I was wrong. I place a cake and some candles to kind of try to add some life to the living room. And there's a cake in the painting on the TV, I guess. There's a cake on the TV. I wanted that to kind of, I don't know. I just thought it was, I don't know, cool connection, I guess. Actually not cool at all, but. And guys, that painting actually kind of does make sense. I mean, it doesn't really still. It's a cake next to what looks like, it was a cake next to what looked like some kind of pot and a flower, but yeah, it makes the most sense, it seems like, compared to most of the Minecraft paintings that I looked at when I was trying to build this. But yeah, here it is. I'm walking in there. I'm just looking at like the little enchantment room. You got your anvil, and then you walk back out. Oh, and it's just a TV. It's just an innocent TV. Do I look back at it? Yeah, there we go. I think it was pretty cool though. I think I did a pretty good job of not making the TV look like too bulky. And guys, like I was saying, I know I've said it a few times now, but I really don't think this build would be that hard to recreate yourselves. Like, not at all. It's honestly a really simple build, like shape-wise. It's just, it takes a while. And yeah, here's the finished TV area with some lighting added to it. Very cool. Guys, right here, I was finishing up a kitchen. I was placing candles on a piston. That's supposed to be like the kitchen counter, I guess. And yeah, look at that. Little kitchen. I think it actually is a pretty solid little kitchen. Like, you can tell that's a kitchen when you look at it. So you can see that that's supposed to be an oven there with the iron trap door on top of it. That's supposed to be a fridge, the 2 dispensers with the doors. And you can obviously, yeah, I think you can tell it's a kitchen. It gets the point across. And then the cauldron is supposed to be like a sink where you wash your hands. That is not a toilet in the kitchen. All right, guys, so right here, I'm just placing some more of that black glass, and this was supposed to be like the little workshop area, I guess, or just like where, I guess, yeah, workshop. I really don't know how else you would put it. I was pretty happy with how that little workshop area turned out. I just had no idea what to put in this house. Like, smaller houses are really easy, especially themed ones. Like that one that I built that was like the cozy snow cabin. That one was pretty easy because it's just like, it's not that big. You just have to put things in it that are kind of like, this is what you could see in a snow biome. What do you put in like a luxurious house? And also with a shape like this, I had no idea. And guys, like I always say, I have never ever been and never will be a professional builder in Minecraft. The things I put in here just made sense to me. They don't make sense to probably anybody else, but I thought everything looked decent by the time it was done. And right here, this was going to be, or is going to be, a coffee table, or like a table, I guess a dinner table, whatever you want it to be. It's just some kind of table. I think it went pretty well there. It's pretty close to the kitchen, so the point was, you know, you cook your dinner in the kitchen, you eat it on that table. Pretty simple. Not that hard to imagine. Guys, honestly, at this point, I think these are the only things that I put in here for like decorations and stuff. Just on this floor, I actually do technically I make 2 more floors. One of them's just an elevator system, and then the other one is a very cool storage room. I'm just gonna skip, guys, to when I have this whole first floor done, like with the lighting and everything. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot. One of the other things I was gonna do, I was gonna try to originally actually make a like helicopter thing. Like, I was gonna try to dig out like a circular like area that a helicopter could drop down to. Honestly, if you've ever played Fortnite, the Chapter 2 Season 2 place, the grotto, I don't know if any of you guys ever played and remember the grotto, but I kind of wanted to make like a helicopter thing like that, like just kind of in the ground. I just didn't know how I would do that, and I would have made the biggest abomination of a helicopter imaginable. How do you build a helicopter? Like, how do you okay, whatever. But yeah, okay, actually right here, before I skip ahead further, this was what the house looked like, kind of far away from the mountain. I was really happy with this, honestly. I think that looks really, really good. And right now you're probably wondering, oh, how do we get up to the house? Like, how do you actually use the house? And yeah, like I was talking about earlier, when I built the elevators, that is how you get into the house. And really simple elevators too, by the way, guys, like no redstone involved. All right, guys, right here, I am just a few blocks underneath the actual first floor. And this was where I decided to make the storage room. And I'll see you guys when the storage room is closer to being done. All right, guys, so here we go. I was getting crazy with it here, with the storage room. I had chests all over the place, and I was pretty happy with how this storage thing turned out by the time I was done with it. There was also just a lot of things that I went through here trying to figure out how I wanted to make this look the best. So honestly, I'll just go to when it's finished. Instead of explaining what I do, I'll just show you guys what I do. Oh wait, I'm actually looking at all the chests right here. Very cool, very cool. I was wondering where I actually am looking in the chest. I knew I did it. But yeah, that is the storage room, and a much better showing of the storage room. But yeah, guys, this is where I started to build the elevators, and honestly, I am going to completely skip to when the elevators are either completely dug out or finished, or when I'm getting like the redstone secret doors that go to the elevators finished, because they took an unbelievable amount of time digging to the ground, making everything quartz, and I made a really big mistake. I'm not kidding. I spent probably 25 minutes with soul soil, not soul sand. So to make a up elevator, I think it is, you need soul sand at the bottom, you place kelp on top or whatever, you mine it, and it makes an elevator that goes up for whatever reason with water. I had soul soil forever because I honestly, soul soil was not in the game the last time that I played. So I was like, oh, soul soil must be soul sand now. Or soul sand must have been changed to soul soil. I was wrong. I spent 25 minutes using soul soil and I was like, oh, why won't this work? And then I went on to literally, guys, I never ever go on Reddit, but I had to go online and look at reddit.com to find why to find why soul sand isn't working on my build. And everyone was like, oh, soul sand, all the comments that I was reading were like, oh, soul sand should work. Soul sand, it works for everything. You probably just don't have your source water blocks right. And I definitely did. I had everything as a source block because I had kelp all the way up it and it was all placed. So that means all the water was a source block. And I was like, what's going wrong? My game's just broken. I don't know what happened, but I hadn't played in so long that my game's just broken or something. And then I searched for soul sand and I found soul sand. And it was then and there that I realized that I truly am just not very smart. But yeah, anyway, let's just skip to when that elevator is done. And this was just like the ladder system to the area of where the elevator would be. I like how I say ladder system like it's something complex. This was honestly the most time, I guarantee you this was the most time consuming part of the build, because I spent that much time just to figure out that soul sand is still in the game, thinking that it wasn't. I love it. I'm skipping through and I see your controller lost connection, like when you turn off your controller. And that was me. That was when I was trying to look up on Reddit how to build a water elevator in Minecraft that goes up. Just truly unbelievable. All right, guys, so I skipped to when the elevators are fully finished, I believe. And yeah, right here, I'm on the ground, just kind of showing what it would look like walking up to my house in a survival world. And it looks like, how do I access that? That's like what you'd be thinking probably in survival. It'd be like, how do I get to that? And the answer is secret doors built into the mountain. Very cool, with elevators. And yeah, I walk up to it here. I'm about to pass a panda. Look at this little panda. He was proud of my build. He told me, he whispered to me, W build, W panda. But anyway, we walk up here to our doors. You can't even honestly like tell. You honestly really can't tell that there's doors here. But here we go, we're going up. We're going to the up elevator, I should say. And now we're about to go up, now we're going up. And look at that. That's actually crazy how fast that is, by the way. Like, water elevators did not used to be a thing when I used to play the game. It's honestly really cool. It's just crazy, all the random things that are in Minecraft. And yeah, here I am just looking at the first floor again. Well, the main floor, I should say. Technically, the first floor is now the elevator floor. But yeah, this was the main floor. Okay, so this is where I had the lighting fully finished in the house. And I missed a redstone block there. Didn't notice it in game somehow, but I do end up noticing that and fixing it. But I decided to make it midnight to see what it looks like at nighttime. And my redstone was already failing, bro. It's a one-way thing. You have to like, if you use the lever, okay, whatever. I don't even know. I don't know. When I play, I know how to explain it and it works. It's just like if you flip one lever and the other one is on too or something, it won't work. I don't even know how to explain it. But yeah, that's what it is. If you use one lever to open it, you have to use the other one to close it. It's just that simple. And yeah, I didn't do that. But here we go. Here's the balcony. I also was gonna try to make the balcony look like somewhat blended with the mountain and look more like the house, but I thought leaving it natural looking was pretty cool. Okay, finally, I'm looking at the bedroom here. You guys finally get to see the bedroom. I thought about sleeping, but I think I actually end up going outside. I think that's what I do. I think I go all the way down and take a peek at the lighting. I think that's what I do. I know I look at the lighting. I know I made it midnight for a reason. All right, there we go. We are all the way down, just came out of our little nice secret door. And look at that. Very, very cool. I really do like this build a lot though, guys. I mean, there's so many different things you can do to make like a luxury cliff house, but this did the job. And it's a simple build. Like, I genuinely think, guys, if you want to build this house, literally just by looking at it in this video, I guarantee you that you can figure it out. The most complex thing is the redstone doors, and most of you guys probably know how to do like the redstone piston hidden doors by now, I'm sure. Guys, this is where I started to try to build what would be the hot tub thing that I was talking about. And originally, I just built up a couple blocks with the goal of being able to see over the balcony so that you can like be chilling in your hot tub and see the whole entire landscape. And then I put a campfire under it to kind of make it look like a steaming like hot tub. But you know, it just looked like a smoking pool of water, which not very cool. Here it is. Here is the steaming hot tub. It looks industrial. This looks like something you're supposed to sit in to get boiled alive. Not a family-friendly, fun hot tub. Here we go. All right, so here is what ended up being the hot tub, I guess, or the little pool. I'm not super proud of that, like at all, but I did want to somehow involve a pool because like, I don't know, for some reason when I think like luxury house, for some reason I always think pool. I don't know why. But anyway, here is basically the finished luxury house. I'm just flying around here to look at it, show you guys what it looks like from a distance, built into the cliff. I was really happy with this. I really do think that like you can tell that this is supposed to be like a luxury cliff house, I suppose. Yeah, look at it. I can't believe how big this cliff is too that I found to build it on. And I also like that it's in a jungle biome. I haven't done many builds ever in jungle biomes. And here I was again looking at it, and you can see with the sun, I really like this view actually. It's crazy, dude. Jungles did not used to, like they used to be pretty crazy, but I just don't remember cliffs being this big. God, I just still can't believe I did this in survival. We're going through our little tunnel, going up. But the thing that I really like, guys, is honestly the piston doors. I think that they were a really good idea. Because, I don't know, I like imagine if I just used like straight up normal like iron doors, you would be able to see those from a certain distance. You really honestly can't see the hidden redstone doors, the hidden piston doors that I have, like from any, like you really couldn't. Like when you're just walking up to it, if you didn't know they were there, you probably wouldn't find it in a survival world. Like if you were trying to like, I guess play with friends and have them not find how to get into your house for whatever reason. But yeah, look at this view through our house at night. Very, very nice. 10 out of 10 Minecraft view. And then here's our little kitchen again. We're just looking at the kitchen once again. We gotta go into the hidden little room here. Dude, every time, it's crazy that I like know what I'm gonna do next. I swear, it is genuinely every single time like I built this. You can do whatever you want here. And then our kitchen table, our cake that somebody ate, and then I used the hot tub, and I think I show you guys the view here too. Very, very cool. Very cool little view here. Go for your jungle night swim. And yeah, here is everything during the day. Dude, this view actually is I was really, really happy with where I ended up building this house. But yeah, guys, this was basically the whole entire finished house. This was our luxury cliff house. I'm pretty happy with the finished product. I really am. I think that it turned out good. I think you can tell it's supposed to be a luxury house, and it has things within it or in it, on it. What would even be on it? There's nothing on it. In it, it has things in it that I think make for a luxury house. And then I think I go out for one final look at the house here. I think that's what happens next. We say our final goodbyes to the house, guys. But guys, like I said, you really can easily build this, I think. I think you definitely can. This is not a complex build. It just takes a lot of time, like I've been saying. And you really can't tell the doors are there. Like, you cannot tell, guys, that the piston doors are there. No way can you tell they're there unless you know. But anyway, guys, 10 out of 10 house, 10 out of 10 build. Always a masterpiece when I'm building something. You already know it. So yeah, W build. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.